Hi guys, it's your boy the Supreme Leader and I hope everybody's doing great. Thank you so much if you are new on this channel, and also click the bell button after subscription and share the channel. You can follow me on Instagram from Africa to South America, and also you can click the bell button after subscription and share the channel to any of your friends too as well. If you want to follow me on Instagram, is from Africa to South America again. So anyway, another video for you guys today. I simply wanted to answer some of your questions as usual. And the last question was about the video that I posted about my worst moment or my worst time here in Brazil. And yeah, the question was, did you left your ex-wife without a fight? And I'm here to simply answer this question. Yes, I left without a fight. You know, I'm the kind of person who simply doesn't really like fighting. I don't like it at all. You understand? I don't like fighting at all. It's not part of me, and I advise every single person to avoid violence. It's not a good thing at all. It's better to be, It's better to be matured than to simply, I simply consider violence to be something out of not being matured. You understand? If you are a matured person, you will simply avoid fight and all these kind of things. You understand? And when I divorced my ex-wife, there was a different story, and the reason why I'm coming to answer this particular question of yours is because of that particular story behind this your question. So people normally ask me why don't I have friends, or why don't I hang around African people, specifically people from my country. I do get this particular question a lot. And yeah, the reason is, why don't I hang around our African people? And also, so there are many reasons. When you go through my videos, I always like to tell you guys the reason why I don't like hanging around my African brothers or sisters, or even people from my country specifically, because to me, I don't think when you hang around them, it's easy for you to become successful. You understand? Because you have to remember that the very moment you meet such people in a country, or okay, let me just say, you meet them abroad or something, somewhere out of your continent or your country of origin. When you meet them outside there, in Europe, in Asia, in North Americas, you have to remember that majority of them, not all of them, majority of them have this mindset of competition. You understand? Like, mindset of competition. Like, they want to be, they want to be superior towards you. Or let me just say, they want to be seen like they are bigger than you when it comes to, like, in terms of, work-wise, anything, like, they are doing well than you. They always want to be in that position. Okay, they are better than you. There is always a competition once you are around, let me just say, once you are around people from the same country, like let me specifically say Africans, and specifically West Africans, you understand? And apart from specifying West Africa, I will still zoom in and then say Ghanaians, because I am from Ghana. Each and every single video I do, I always like to let you guys know that I am simply from Ghana. So I don't have African friends or people. I don't have friends from my country because of what the kind of competition they put in front of them, or the kind of competition they want. Yeah, the kind of competition they have in their mind whenever it comes to, you know, like doing well in a different country. You understand? Okay, I'll come back to that. My ex-wife, I didn't put any fight, or we didn't have any problems, even though she didn't want to divorce me at that time. She didn't want to let go of me at that time too as well. And but we didn't fight, we didn't have problems. We just separated in a very easy way. You understand? We divorced, you know, like officially, and everybody understood that we are divorced. And I decided to look for a different place and then move out from where we were living, because the place we were living, it was actually a rented place. We weren't owning that place. It was a rented place, and my idea was to simply live there and then buy some small studio apartment for myself. So that was how I left there and then bought my own studio apartment. And also another thing is Another thing is, after I left there, she tried getting in touch with me, you know, talking to me, trying to see if maybe I could change my mind about the divorce and everything. But hey guys, I already made my mind, and I wasn't ready to go back. I wasn't ready to go back, because it was too much, and I just said, nah, I just have to move on so that she can also move on with her life. But I don't care, I don't mind if she still wants to, you know, like be a friend, and then if maybe she wants to talk, she can call me, we can talk and stuff like that. But anyway, after she tried several times and she wasn't successful about getting back with me, she just decided, okay, fine, she has to move on. So yeah, she moved on. We didn't fight about anything at all, because we didn't have anything to fight about, because in the beginning itself, before we got married and when we were going to sign our marriage certificate, it was clear in the document, in the documentation, or in the how do I say this? On the birth certificate, on the marriage certificate, I made it very clear that I don't want to be. I don't want anything together with her. I only want us to marry, and each and every single property or anything each of us buys belongs to that particular person. It doesn't belong to the two of us. You know, when you are going to marry, it's very important to remember this, because majority of us, when we are going to marry, we simply don't read any document at all. We only sign them at that very particular time because we are happy and we just want to, you know, like, we just want to marry, you understand? But you have to always remember, when you are going to marry, not only abroad, but even back in your home country, too as well. When you are going to marry and sign some documents, you have to make sure you read the documents before you sign it, because most of these documents gives you option. You understand? It gives you what? Option. Do you want to share everything together, or you want to separately own everything? You understand? Like anything you buy at that particular time, like separately own something means anything you buy with your money, it's yours. It's not for your wife. Anything your wife buys during the time of your marriage too is hers and not yours. You understand? Everything should be documented very well. You understand? So you have to make sure you read all these things. So because of this, I didn't have to go through any hassle during the divorce. You understand? Because I made it very clear on the paper that anything I have is mine, it's not hers. Even when we are going to divorce, anything that I have, I will take all my things away, and anything that she has, I don't want to divide it with her. It is hers, she should take. So when I was going to do the divorce, I divorced without dividing anything, because in the beginning on the marriage certificate we signed a paper which says everybody has any property or anything that we buy within the marriage doesn't, if only like it's not for the two of us. You understand? So therefore, wherever you buy, which comes in your name is yours. It's not for the two of you. So I want you guys to be very, very sensitive about this whenever you are going to marry anybody, and you know that when something happens, you don't want to share anything. Therefore, when you are going to marry, you have to pay attention. The documents that comes with the for you to sign, you have to read it very well, and you have to even ask properly, because now you and I know that marriages don't really last that much. It's rare, and also, like, because of this kind of thing. So you just have to be very careful about this. So in my case, we didn't have to go through the hassle of sharing anything, because since the beginning we made everything clear that anything that each of us own is for that individual. You understand? It's not for us all. It's not for the two of us. And after that, we didn't fight. We didn't have any problem. But the problem also that we had during the marriage time, the problem we also had, I have to let you guys know, you just have to be very careful with sharing your marriage life or anything concerning your private life with family members. Like when I say family members, it could be your brother, your sister, your cousin, your nephews, anybody who makes part of your family. You just have to be very careful when sharing your marriage information or whatever it is to them. You understand? Because you might not know what one might have in their head. You understand? When it comes to this kind of relationship things. You understand? Because sometimes you might end up having big problems. What you want might be what some of your family member wants to as well. You understand? So I'm saying this because during my first marriage, I had some inconveniences with my own brother, with my own blood brother, the same mother, the same father. Listen, with my own blood brother, same mother, same father. I'm saying this because I want you guys to learn something and be very careful. You understand? Because there are some certain things you will simply think that, oh, he is my brother, she is my sister. So let me just be open with them about this situation and then share my contact with them and blah, blah, blah. You just have to be very careful with this kind of thing. I'm saying this because in my case, what happened was that my brother was part of my Facebook. He was part of my Facebook, okay? And since he was part of my Facebook friends, he was able to get in touch with my wife because my ex-wife was in my Facebook contact too as well, you understand? So he was able to, like add her, even though, listen, he was able to add her and they started talking and stuff like that. Even though he knew very well that she was my wife, I was with her, he started, like talking to her, about unnecessary stuff. You understand? Like unnecessary stuff. And he was even trying to, like talk to her privately in a way that she will, like, I will separate or I will divorce with her or something like that, so that she and him will be together, and then he will be finally, like, he can finally be able to come here and then, like get married to her. And I don't know, they were like, he was trying to convince her, talk to her in a way. He was telling her that even my coming to Brazil, he was the one who sponsored me to come, and I disappointed him. I'm a bad guy, I'm a bad person, and blah, blah, blah. Like he was saying all sorts of bad stuff, like about me to my wife. She was my wife then, you understand? She was my wife then. And he was saying all these things. And he didn't know that she will come and then tell me all these things and then show me all the messages that they were exchanging. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't know she would do that, because he told, like, it was so nasty. It was so nasty. What, like my own blood brother, it was so nasty of what he did, like talking to my ex-wife, trying to make me look bad so that he can get on with her, so that she can help him to come to this country. And like, you have to be very, very careful. You have to be very, very careful with family. Sometimes you might be lucky having a very good family, and sometimes you might not be lucky to have a good family like the way I don't have. So you have to be very careful. So I was so disappointed in my brother that he did that. You understand? I was so disappointed in my brother. Like, yeah, I was so disappointed. But then that will be another video for another day. And I'll really talk about this. But anyway, my ex-wife, she told me everything that he was talking about with her, and also he showed me all the messages that they like the messages they were exchanging and stuff like that, the chat and everything. She opened her Facebook, she showed me everything, and she told me, and she was even surprised and asking me, is this guy really your brother? I said, yes, he's my brother, he's my blood brother. We are the same, we are from the same mother, the same father. And she said, then I have to be very careful with him. That was what she said. And I just try and then, brush it out, like for her not to be so offensive about it and stuff like that. I'm saying this because he knew very well that she was my wife then. You understand? So you just have to be very careful with families getting in touch or getting to know more of your private life and stuff like that. You just have to be careful. I don't know the type of family you have, but that was what I went through at that particular time. So yes, it is what it is. It's your boy, the Supreme Leader. Don't forget to give the video some thumb up, and also if you love the content and you want to say thank you to me, there is a thank you button at the close to the like button. You click it and then say some thank you to me at that button too as well. So guys, I don't want to do any long video, but anyway, I end up doing a long video. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, bye bye.